Viewer discretion is advised.
If you just know you're that girl,
Yeah.
you just have no choice but to be that girl. And I feel like I'm that girl.
What if you don't wake up feeling like that girl? How do you be that girl?
You need to go back to sleep and wake back up again so you can feel like that girl.
There you have it, child. That's why I feel like I'm the T. I feel like I'm the T because I work at being the T. Like, no shade. I'm not the T just because a bunch of bitches like me and live for me because we all homegirls. I'm the T because I'm the motherfucking T. And that's just sad. I mean, that's just what it is. People legit in the world love to live for foolishness. Love to live for foolishness. You love to live for your bald head homegirl that do bald head whole shit. It's clear that I'm working at being the C, so girl, let me be the C. Like, give me that. Give me my flowers.
Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
Ancient sands, heed my command and reclaim these relics of hatred.
Unfortunately, we had to reschedule the interview with Reese G. Obviously, I recorded this video way before I got the news. So just a reminder, the interview is rescheduled for Monday, May 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is already up. Feel free to join us. See you there. What's up, y'all? Child. I know. My apologies for being late with this review. I just been tired. I actually did watch the episode Thursday night at work, but I'm not gonna lie, child, I kind of forgot, so I was like, shit, I need to rewatch this. So I spent some time at the gym, just rewatching it and taking some notes. And we're here, all right? We're here. So one of the questions that I have is the OG scene, right? And I guess later on today when I interview Reese, that's one of my main questions that I have. What was first of all, what the fuck? This was really confusing. In a lot of people's opinions, not just my own, it wasn't necessary because it was confusing. Now, if there was a clear direction, and I'm talking about a clear direction in the moment from what we're seeing and in the perspective of a viewer. I don't want some bullshit afterwards explanation. You know what I mean? Like, so if we saw that, if we were able to put it all together as the scene, was happening, I don't think there would be so much unrest about it. But the fact that it was not clear, it was very confusing, in the way that it ended, as if there was a resolve with the group picture and the smiles and all that shit. And then we just dive into episode 6 like nothing ever happened at all. Like, y'all were just like, girl, let's forget about this. Bibbity bobbity boo, girl, erase from bitches' minds, child, and hearts. Let's remove this from our experience as quick as possible so we don't have to even try to explain this. So hopefully this evening we'll get a clear explanation on what the fuck, yeah. A lot of people were not here for this episode. I actually liked it. I thought it was cute. Of course, with every episode, there's the balance. Hello, God, and we're definitely gonna get into those things because that's what we do over here. So I guess let's just jump right into it. So the episode starts off with Seven being honored, child. He was joined by his man, Kesey, child, looking dapper. Seven, I just felt like you could have dressed a little bit better for the event. It was, I don't know, it was giving Essence Festival, Women Empowerment meeting, girl. I just felt like there could have been a little bit more effort. I felt like Kesey was the one being awarded. Damn, bitch. Those screechy ass brakes. Okay, move it along, whore. But yeah, child. Where is damn? Girl, that's worse than that van that Astro was. Girl, girl, let me stop. Anyway, 7, you should have speech prepared, boo. I don't. This was a professional setting. It seemed as if these people were established. This was a real event. This is a real type of, gala. This is an award. You're being honored, girl. So I just felt like, let's leave the hood shit. Let's leave the rapper persona at home. I know that's what you're being honored for. And maybe that's why you felt like it was appropriate to approach this setting that way. Because, I'm being honored for being 7 deep. You know what I mean? And what is his real name, by the way? Maybe they mentioned it. I don't know. But the speech was just kind of chaotic. I'm not going to lie, and this is no Tino shade, girl. It was giving Nicki Minaj Coke stories. It was just like fragment foot. It was given. You're nervous is ultimately what I got from it. I got to dress some shit up in some entertainment, girl, but it was giving nervous, but that's why you should have been prepared. I'm quite sure you knew way ahead of time that this event was taking place and that you were one of the honorees of the evening, child. Prepare a cute little something. That way you're not rambling, girl, and you're a little bit more eloquent. Again, I feel like all of y'all have the capacity for that. Let us act like we've been places. Let you know what I mean? But I do get it. On the other hand, I'm being honored for being 7 deep. So I feel comfortable to, get up here to this good old podium, girl, and be ghetto and to be rambling. But again, I think it's also cute when we can shock the girls, because people already in their mind, we already know he's going to come up here and, I'm not saying that's, because you don't give ghetto mess, but at the same time, it's just like, I think it's lovely when we can be multifaceted in how we show up in different spaces. Like, people may expect you to be some overly sexual ghetto bitch, right? But when you show up in certain spaces and you give them demure, honey, elegance, child, hello God, shout out to Sean, bitch, you're serving a regal, hello God type of civil vibe, child, And people are like, oh wow, I kind of expected you to be this. You ever had that happen to you, though, girl? Oh, I expected you to be a cunt. I expected you to be, loud and messy and the stereotypical black gay, the black gay rapper, So sometimes I like to shock the girls and let them know that, bitch, I can have a scholarly conversation with you, girl. We can, event planning to the masses, girl. Having conversations about the racial divide, child, society, and all this other shit. But I can also talk about getting that booty hole creamed out, girl. Give you some life advice on how to suck the life force out of your man's cock, bitch. Okay, we can go either direction, girl. We can go we can solve world hunger, bitch. We can sit down, girl, with the president, girl, but we can also get down here, hello gone, to this good old X-tube, girl. Hello, this good old remember the Pornhub, child. Hello, remember all of the things. All right, but I think it is important that we try our best to show up as professional and just more organized. The thing with that scene with 7 and Kesey that really got to me was here we are again with expressing the drama within our relationship on a public platform. But then you guys turn around and get mad at the girls on the show and us reviewers and the viewers down to the comment section about speaking on your guys' relationship. At that point, it becomes fair game. It's unfortunate, but girl, that's what reality shit is. Whatever you put on the screen, and I feel like I always have to give this disclaimer because we're so far ahead, right? In terms of just reality television, period. You would think that people would get that. And I'm quite sure it shouldn't even have to be a conversation when a producer reaches out to a potential cast member, right? You watch this stuff yourself. And if you haven't, if you're being considered for, you know, to be a cast member, I'm quite sure you would do your research. You would watch a couple of episodes of what that platform gives. And if you sign up for said platform, you should already be prepared. But I think as an added layer of protection and security and just the like a bitch moment, girl, we need to start having the girls sign acknowledgments that, girl, what you put on this platform, it will be shown. And it is up for game, girl, for anybody to dissect. And one of the things that I do want to touch on because of that, right? Actually, let me just finish this up with Kesey and him. God bless y'all, girl. Y'all ain't going through anything. Bitches in relationships ain't going. I don't know why people are trying to pick that moment apart. Kesey was hungry. He was dehydrated, and they were trying. You know, I heard some people, child, they was trying to give Seven a little bit of fever. Like, girl, in the moment of some shit, it is what it is, girl. When you're in the confessional, you're reliving that moment. And you're expounding on the feeling in the situation. So I'm not mad at them for having regular couple spats, child. That's just what the fuck happens. We love to yell at how new their relationship is, right? Well, these are the things that happen within new relationships. Amen. Oh my God. I just forgot that main point that I was trying to make. Maybe it'll come back to me. Sean meets up with DeAndre. I get it because you want things to come full circle, but I just feel like this. You have to find a way to make it make sense. Same thing with the OG situation. I feel like you have to find a way to make certain things make sense. DeAndre he left this season early, the season that he was on, season 4, I believe. He had a lot of shit cooking up, a lot of fraudulence going on. I don't think he could handle a lot of the backlash, right? I like that they've been able to come together, but there's something here that I wanted to kind of expound on. And shout out to Dominique. I was watching a little bit of the interview. I didn't watch the whole thing, but a little bit of the interview that he had with Oliver Twixt. And shout out to Oliver. I'm not gonna lie, honey, I don't really follow her like that, but once I got wind that she was doing all these interviews, because I'm not gonna lie, girl, tell the truth, I had the idea, right? I was like, damn, what would be really cute is if I could go back to the original girls of Chasing Dallas and interview them and just, you know, like a Where Are They Now in web reality, you know? Because those girls were very interesting. But I was talking to Jace one day, and he was telling me about some interview that Oliver had with somebody, with Reese, I believe it was. And I was like, oh, he's doing those? So I went over to his page and saw that he was doing interviews with everyone across the Chasing reality platforms. I was like, wow. I was like, okay. So I looked at some of the interviews. He's doing an amazing job. I may not see it for Oliver on certain levels, but I always give props where props are due. I think he's an amazing interviewer. And he's really good at getting the tea. So again, shout out to Oliver. So I was just like, yeah, girl, it'll be really cute. But now I see he's doing it. I was encouraged to still, you know, try to do it. I don't like oversaturation, and I really don't like regurgitation. It's no tea, no shade. I just feel like this space is pretty small still, you know, for its impact, for the many years that it has, you know, been blessing the LGBTQ spaces, girl. Black LGBTQ spaces, hello God. It's still kind of small, and I feel like I don't really like touching on things that have already been touched on. But then again, everybody has their different followers, their different viewership. So sometimes it may not be looked at as regurgitation because it's being presented to a new audience. So, you know, I just don't like asking the questions everybody else asks. That's just me. I like to be separate in that regard. Everybody feels that way. Trust and everybody, whether you're a professional interviewer out here to the major networks, girl, or you're like us in the YouTube space in web reality or whatever the case may be, whoever you're interviewing, trust me, you're not, 9 times out of 10, you ain't asking a question that they already ain't been asked and answered, girl. So that's another reason I don't feel bad about it either. That's just my personal tea. Like, I like moments of where it's like, because you could tell. That's why Mary J. Blige don't like to interview, girl. Bitches be asking her the same shit all the time. She be looking at her ass like, girl, like, when is someone gonna ask me something new? So that's just how I be feeling. Kesey and Astro. Kesey is a standout. The boy is so talented. Again, he has the it factor. And the thing, again, that pisses me off is exactly what I just heard. I heard that this young man has made an announcement that he is quitting Chasing Dallas. He no longer wants anything to do with web reality or reality television, period. Basically, it all boils down to him, you know, just being a more private type of person and not really trying to give all of what has been given. I understand when it comes to the music, right? I don't think that Kesey has positioned himself or has been positioned. I don't know what promises, I don't know what possible guarantees you were given. But I believe you have to make your own scenes. You can't expect the producers to create the success for you, create the moments for you. This is chasing. We're following what you're chasing. So it's cute to follow you in the booth. It's cute to follow you to these photo shoots. It's cute to follow you, you know, when you're collaborating with other artists. But we have yet to really follow you to a booked event. So, because I get, on the other hand, he's probably quitting because he probably feels like, and this is not me putting words in his mouth, this is just my opinion, right? You know, like, damn, I'm not really getting out of anything with when it comes to my music. But my thing is, this is a web reality show. You have to create the moment for yourself. Push the music, push, you know, the bookings. I just wonder, and because you lack certain personality, it's gonna be hard for you to book shit, because you gotta kind of have the personality to make people want to say, you know what, I think he'd be a great entertainer for this event. You have great music, but you don't have any presence. You don't command the tea, girl. And I think you have to go back to the drawing board in terms of just, not just artist development, but personal development. Does that make sense? Like, you can be J. Cole all day long, baby. You can be Kendrick all day long, but eventually you're going to have to get out there and put on a performance. Eventually you're going to have to get yourself in rooms, you know, shake hands, have conversations with people. You're going to have to put yourself out there. And being a recluse, being a loner, which are things I totally identify with. I'm the same way. But you still cannot be scared. You know, you have to market yourself. Again, we're already in marginalized spaces. And again, you have everything that's needed, required, and desired, except for the ability to command presence. I guarantee you, Kesey, if you develop that and become skillful in that, bitch, you're going to go to some amazing places. I really do feel that. Girl, Astro. And I want to say something too about Kesey. He has a lot going on personally, you know, with his brother and situation. Let us not forget what happened, what he explained to us in the beginning about what's happening with his brother. So I'm quite sure there's a personal element there too. Like, there's just a lot going on. And it's just like, girl, I'm in a situation where I got shit going on, and plus this show I had to put on for the show. It's just not going to work. I'm not here for that right now. The energy's not right. And I respect that. Astro baby, And I know the girls are going to be like, you will not get your size 12 off of this boy's neck. And it's just me being real at the end of the day. It's no read, it's no shade. It's just real shit. Baby, it's nothing to go ahead, go down to the City Trends, go down to the Bells, go down to the TJ Maxx, clearance racks. I feel like y'all girls steal everything else. So why not just run through the goddamn Macy's real quick and just snatch you a couple of outfits, girl? It just is what it is. Because if I see this crop top turtleneck again, and if I see it again in a music video or a situation where you're supposedly booked, I'm going to lose my mind. You're at a shoot, girl, a professional setting. You knew this was coming up, correct? You needed to get your hair retwisted. You needed to get an outfit. Even if you had to hit Dior up again from like you did last season, girl, I need something to wear, girl. I got a situation coming up. You're becoming an open read, girl. Who's letting you borrow the clothes for the confessionals? I'm just saying though, girl. It's just, and then the conversation about the Chef Messy thing, you gave the same explanation you gave on the interview you did with El Teddy, Ebby Reviews, and Really BTV. I saw the interview. Regurgitation, pre-planned, girl, and then you tried to deny the fact that that was not you in the video. I know for a fact, bitch, that is you. It's okay, I understand. You may... What my thing is this, girl, why do you give a fuck? If it's you, just... I mean, no, I know it's you, but let's just say it isn't you. It's you. Girl. It's you, girl. Like, just... what you got going on in your life to make you give a fuck whether the girls know if it's you or not? Can we just tell the truth? What I can understand Chef Messy, you know, but she didn't give a fuck because we see her face plain as day. But you, what do you got going on in your life? You don't have no potential brand deals in the making, girl. You ain't got nothing really going on to where you should really give a fuck, girl. It is what it is. Because I think what would happen is if the tea really did come out, let's just say on Mad Day, Chef Messy and you get into it and he comes out and spills that tea, you're going to look dumb. But I want the record to reflect, I know for a fact that is Astro in that video. Okay. I also want to get into Chef Messy, and I also want to relate this to Kesey, and I also wanted to take a piece of what Ebby was talking about in one of the lives. They were reviewing this episode live, right? And Ebby brought up that Kesey may have made, I'm not saying verbatim what she said, I'm just gathering from what I took from the shit, right? Was that Kesey might be feeling the pressure. He may not be feeling it because people were coming at him. More specifically, people like YB. And the question was like, oh, well, what was up with YB and him? The fact that I was coming at him for how he treated Jet Jeff and he didn't serve that same energy. Again, if people are watching my reviews, I review what's in that episode. So when that next episode came on, I immediately celebrated Kesey for apologizing to Jet Jeff for the way that he came at him. Okay? Let's make that very clear. And I want to also say this, as it pertains to Chef Messy, Astro, Kesey, I've been hearing a lot of things. That the girls are stressed, that the girls are in dark rooms drinking and thinking. Those pussies are depressed. It goes back to what I was saying before. This is reality television. Parts of your life that you make public will be exploited, will be talked about, will be dissected. I feel like, okay, y'all girls tried it. It's really cute. But once you realize like the full scope of what you're involved in, like I'm going to go back to Astro. Last season, if once you were offered to come back for another season, right? You should have asked yourself and evaluated your life and said, am I in a place right now? Hello, do I have anything to really contribute? And you have to think about everything that's happening in your life personally. Girl, you're struggling with homelessness. You're struggling with coin. You're struggling with being able to elevate your brand. You're struggling, hello God, to keep up with the rest of these girls that have things going on in this group. Right? Kesey, if you know you're a quiet loner, I feel you trying to get out of your little space, and I appreciate you for trying for the times that you have tried, you know, but let it, girl, I should not have the power. The viewers, the other reviewers, none of us should have the power to make you feel bad about yourself, to make you doubt yourself, unless what we are truly saying is touching and agreeing with thine spirit. Doubt can only live, hello God, where doubt has been living. Does that make sense? If you're walking truly, divinely, confidently in your shit, girl, you know what you've been put on this planet to do. No matter what the fuck I say or anybody else says should have any bearing, should have any legitimacy at all, it shouldn't have puncture power. Your shield should be tight as virgin booty hole, honey. Hello. So I resent what Ebby said. I resent what a lot of what was said. That whole, just the thought of all of that. The thought that we have that much power. Girl, please don't give us that much power. Don't you ever let anyone have that kind of power over you, bitch. And I want to, and one of the things that Dominique said that really stood out to me was just like, girl, we're just having fun at the end of the day. Like, it's difficult doing scenes with people and like coming into a cast that everything is so serious. The girls are ready to fight you just because a little shade or some mess was thrown around real quick. At the end of the day, that does resonate. This is a show for entertainment purposes. No one wants to watch a bunch of boring ass bitches. So I understand the need for some flair, for some fun, for some mess. And girl, we already know that some of the girls in the past have created mess so that we can have a scene that's just like, okay, girl, everybody looking at their watches ready to go. So I get it though. Sometimes y'all need to stop taking yourself so seriously. Have fun with this shit. Period. Chef Messy. Before we get into him, shout out to Tremel and Rico with a K. The remix to Tremel's Everything is Everything. And I don't know, I don't want to disrespect Tremel if he's still in his relationship. I don't want to disrespect Rico with the K if he's in a relationship. But seeing y'all, I wouldn't mind seeing y'all together. Okay? Shout out to y'all. Hello. And shout out to Tremel. Girl, the song is doing very well on the charts. Hello, God. Doing very well on the charts. So shout out to Tremel and Rico with a K. So Chef Messy, let's get into you just real quick because, girl, please, the seasoning thing. Why weren't you cooking as soon as your scene popped up? You should have been utilizing that seasoning to prepare a meal for you and your homegirl. Actually, you should have brought a couple other people. But they probably didn't want to show up because they know you finna bore them to death with useless conversation, girl. Meaningless conversation. That scene should have been you preparing a meal with your seasoning, getting that little taste test that you want with the girls real quick, talking about the event that you want to hold for your seasoning tasting. And girl, I swear to God, if you sit here and hold an event, right, and it's only seasoning bags, and you didn't prepare no meal, you're a chef, bitch. This is a perfect opportunity for you to not only have little gift bags with your seasoning in it, also promoting catering or whatever, what have you, and providing the girls with a decent meal. It could be hors d'oeuvres. I don't give a fuck. But I swear to God, if we get to that point, girl, if we get to that point, and it's just an event with you giving the girl some sprinkle, bitch, I'm going to be highly upset and offended. And again, it's the girls that do it to themselves. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. And the same thing goes for Sean. If you have this whole event, hello God, and you don't have samples for the girls, you don't have gift bags for the girls, testers while on at the event for the girls, we're gonna have a problem. Yes, the fuck we are. I want to say this too. I have noticed in some capacity a lot of web reality shows be having someone who cooks. There's usually a chef somewhere in there, girl. There's usually one of the girls, like I know Reese could cook. You know, when the girls was having functions, the girls was doing potlucks and shit, y'all was putting y'all Mighty Morphin Power Rangers together, girl, and whipping that shit up in the kitchen, especially when y'all do these cast trips, okay? So my thing is this. If you know that you have a chef on your cast, don't you think to throw some business their way to also give them an opportunity to have a scene of them preparing food? Like, let's talk about Robert's events, you know, let's talk about the Tedley situation. He did utilize his services, but we didn't really get to see him prepare that meal. You know what I mean? You know you're gonna have food. Astro's party, you know, well, half of, girl, we're not gonna stay on her. All of these events that you guys have, like even for Sean's event coming up, why are we not utilizing the cast member or cast members who have these specialities? All right, Chef Messi, I'm gonna book you for this event. Like, not only would that help with his business and giving him an opportunity to film his process preparing for your scene, it would just make total sense. Y'all know what I mean? I don't know. Robert and his toy drive. Shout out to Robert. From day one, this has been something that has been part of his heart. He's real big on giving back to the community. I'm here for it. But I gotta be honest. I could really see this being something bigger than a bunch of people gathering down to the house. Find a venue, find a cute little space to host a community toy drive. Find you some sponsors. You'll be surprised, girl. If you do your research, if you get some people that have, you know, a little bit of knowledge and sense, you got so many people that would just love, so many companies and corporations that would love to sponsor, would love to give back to the kids, okay? And they also need the tax write-off. Let's just tell the truth. Sometimes it ain't even about the kids. These companies will do it because they need the tax write-off. I could see this being bigger. Again, get you a cute little piece of space, hire Black-owned businesses as vendors. You know what? Chef Messi, girl, prepared the food for the children. Hello, God. Like, make this a big old thing. And get those pocketbooks to open up wide. You know? It could be it could be big. But I commend Robert. Giving back to the community, girl. Giving back to the less fortunate. The kids, especially during the holiday season. It's very difficult. I did love the scene where, you know, towards the end where Sean, everybody was trying to open up about, you know, their struggles in life and, you know, all the things. I want to always remind people, especially in moments like this, you will never get anywhere in this life without the help of someone else. Hello, God. Just know that. Astro, what the fuck were you wearing? And then you wonder why you get dismissed like an annoying child down to the grown folks function. Why you get shooed away like an annoying fly. Bzz, just get away from me, bitch. You know, because you were dismissed when you tried to throw that shade at Jet Jeff. You know? And again, I think it's because of what you were wearing. It's because it wasn't hitting, it wasn't landing. We're here to raise awareness and to the kids, girl. We out here to celebrate. We're having different types of grown folk conversations, girl. Again, Astro does not fit in with the mature girls. And girl, you gotta kind of like read the room. It wasn't the place. Even Jeff was grown enough prior to that by telling Sean, because, you know, Sean over here trying to be, you know, come to Jesus with the girls and shit. Girl, please. Jeff was like, girl, this is not the time. I don't mind doing it, but this is not the time nor the place. I just feel like Astro, that lame shade, wasn't needed, required, or desired. And I just love the way how the girls just like, girl, that's kitty fag shit. Like, we ain't got time for that. And what are you wearing? Where's your clothes and the laundry? You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I just, you know, you only have that one crop top. You've been wearing it all season and last season. You might as well wear it down to the functions, girl. I mean, at this point. They discuss that they're going on a cast trip to Oklahoma. What the fuck is in Oklahoma, girl? Besides besides desert and more desert, bitch. I just would love to know what the hell is in Oklahoma. I really wouldn't mind seeing y'all even in a ranch capacity, but also I wouldn't mind to see y'all get your things like y'all did last season, down to the club, just enjoying yourselves, city lights, you know, all the things. But you guys live in Dallas, you know, which has a lot of that. So maybe you guys, obviously, you're looking for a different scenery. But Oklahoma, though, I know y'all done been to Vegas already. Y'all done been to New Orleans already, child. You know, I just, Oklahoma. Okay, I guess. And that's when more drama is going to ensue, girl. So, but that's all I really got. Yeah. But anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Stay tuned, child. And be ready. Set your reminders. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be sitting down with Reese G, child. Hello, God. Just for, you know, a cute little conversation, cute updates and things of that nature. Yeah, make sure you guys are tuning in. Be blessed and never stressed. Remember that health is truly wealth. And all in all, I feel like this was a pretty good episode. It was short. We won't get an episode until the 16th. They normally do that. There's always that mid-season, you know, break. I'm here for it, girl. I'm here for it. All right, y'all. Bye.